I don't know what time it is. 4 o'clock, Wednesday, May 1st, 2024, special meeting of the Ellicott County Board of Trustees. Agenda for the special meeting of the Ellicott County Board of Trustees. All agenda items are subject to discussion, consideration, possible action, including but not limited to approval, denial, amendment, revision, or conditional approval in whole or in part of. I call the meeting order at 4 o'clock p.m. Roll call, John Williams present.
Amber Odie present. Karen Johnson present.
We have discussed in the past, we had, I'm just gonna call them number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 car is the one that we have on the books for surplus, correct, Gracie?
Yes.
Number 2 and 3, I told Richard at the Dodge House to pick the best one out of 2 or 3 to fix. The last special meeting last Wednesday, we had a quote of $3,000 and I believe it was $17. With that being said, they didn't think the crankshaft and stuff when they stuck the light down in there would be damaged. It is damaged, just like car number 1 and car number 2. So that's the difference. I haven't done the math on that. That's the, I don't know, about $2,300 difference from what I see. To have one fixed. You give, okay.
I give everybody
Okay.
that. That's just for y'all to know.
This is just a financial note for us as board members, kind of putting some dollar signs together. That item number 3, the police unit we are talking about is VIN number 6872. And also, me and Mark spoke, he graduates May 10th. When will that be, Gracie? Next week, next Friday. So then he'll be around, thank God, all the time. Just my personal opinion, we can bite the bullet and buy one now and not fix this car, hang on to this car and fix it later. If that's what y'all decide or we agree to do. But like last night, there was a little bit of confusion. Mark has to take, and I understand we're a small department, but sharing a car is not working. He has to take his rifles and stuff out when they swap cars. There was some miscommunication last night. I got that straightened out when Chad came on duty. And I have been asked by other folks, why has he got his personal stuff in the cop car? That's why some police stations, that's what they qualified with, so therefore they can legally do that. And if I was a police officer, if I had another police officer coming in, I'd want to take my personal stuff out as well. Because Chad's got his own as well. Plus they've got what the town has issued, which is a 870. I can't call the 870 pump shotgun, and of course they've got their pistols. I don't know what to do. I told Richard called me. When was it, Gracie? Friday. I told him. I said, Richard, I'm sorry to do this to you again, but this is a board decision. This is not a me decision. I said, we'll post it by Monday at 4 and to allow the 48 hours. We'll have a meeting and see what we come up with. So that's why we're here. So. So let her sit on, Ashley.
Try
I don't wanna freeze nobody out.
69. So
Okay,
it's-
just leave it alone. I don't wanna freeze nobody out. Did you sign in?
No.
There's not one, there's not
Well,
one in here, I'll have to go get
What
one.
is that right there? Is it just a blank piece of paper?
No, it's the back of it, you can sign on the back of it,
I can sign it for you.
Okay.
I have to print.
I don't know, whatever y'all wanna do, we just, I don't know. We've got 2 cops, we got 1 car.
And if you fix this one, we're gonna be driving it for 6 months before we get another one. 'Cause it's gonna have to pay for itself. In my opinion. If we fix it, can we get that much out of it?
So that much is probably a month's worth, 1 month.
And on them,
Revenue.
and on them steel bids,
Yeah, we sold it
these
like-
cars, I mean, I have no idea what they're gonna bring. I mean, they could
They
bring,
were giving them book value of them like for 10, between 10 and something.
10 and 12.
yeah,
I thought it was
the,
10, 13, but.
the book value was,
It's
yeah.
they bring in 5,000, but that doesn't cover other costs, that's just what it brings in, that's just the 5,000 that it brings in. I'm talking about the cost to drive the car, all the things that it costs, it's gonna take a while to recoup that.
Yes,
It's not just a month.
no, yeah, but I'm just saying, the citation revenue is on average 5,000. So,
And that's averaging 2 tickets a day, I think.
yes, yeah, and they normally write more than that. But,
Like last night, we had an officer here, waiting on the other officer to get here. I had 2 complainants on 19 highway, east of you. Cause people are driving like idiots and passing and running 70 and a 45. We couldn't get nobody out there because we was, dying down here. No, I'm executive session on there.
you need to be executive session.
What's what you said earlier?
I said,
Oh, okay, yeah.
So is this still the better part of fix?
At all 3, yes, but we
It's
couldn't
the more
count,
expensive one to
we
fix?
couldn't count the car number 1 because we already got it on the books for surplus.
Right.
So I told him to, figure out which one would be the best. Now, the downside of that is, cause I want y'all to know, this one's got more hail damage than the other one, but it is what it is.
I don't want to fix this one honestly, but I'm not so sure that fixing it and then as soon as we're able, try to buy one and get rid of this one, maybe we could recoup.
We gotta have one for a
5,000.
backup.
I know, but we don't even have the money for 2, much less 3.
We can later, 6 months from now, we can fix one of these for a backup. Is what we're thinking.
Keep 2 of the black cars? Keep 2 of the black cars?
One black car. 1 out of the 2. We actually got 2. We can't count the one that's already on the books for surplus. Car number 1 is for surplus. Car number 2 and 3, the car number 3 is the better one out of 2 and 3.
Why do we have to have a backup?
Same reason I got 3 vehicles. I drive old vehicles, and if one breaks down, I got one to drive. Most all your municipalities got backup. None of y'all's even got backups.
Can I ask a question?
But it,
If, on the car situation, how long would it take y'all to buy a new one? Like, do y'all have to be on a waiting list or something?
no, but I'm not really pressed issue because according to these ballpark figures, we could bite the bullet right now, and all three of us, if we wanted to agree to, I could call Barry tomorrow and say, hey, we've got X amount of dollars to spend. But I don't wanna put us in
The bind?
a bind, just like for say, we had that water leak, day before yesterday. If something breaks, we never know if it's gonna cost $2,000 or $20,000.
Well, if we have to keep the one for backup, this is a no-brainer, we have to fix this one, because you're gonna fix it at some point, right? Am I wrong?
Yes, I wouldn't keep any of them, but
That's how I feel, I don't wanna keep any of them either, because I feel like they've got too many
Okay.
hours, they're
And
too far
and that's
gone.
fine, if y'all feel like that, do you wanna bite the bullet?
Literally, all three of the vehicles that are almost the same age are all requiring five, I mean, that's where we're headed is down that. I don't see
And I,
fixing
you
it.
know, I wasn't here when they bought them vehicles, but I'm not saying nobody didn't do their homework because I don't know.
Well, I
But
mean,
they're,
about 10 years is probably,
yeah, well, but they're having problems, all of these chargers, they're having problems.
well, they probably didn't know when they bought them, but.
I mean, we're not the only town that bought chargers, they were everywhere for a while, as police cars, I mean, it was the thing.
Chickasha, spoke with Chickasha. They got rid of them because they was having problems with, Grady County, I talked to the sheriff. They got rid of them because, you know, but nobody knew, I guess, at that time.
I just, in my opinion, if we fix this car, we're stuck with this car for a while until, we're not just gonna fix it and use it temporarily and then buy a new one. That doesn't, to me, that doesn't make sense. It's not responsible. It's like, I have a nickel, so let's spend a nickel. I mean, I know that's not
50, let's see.
exactly true, but it is a way, in a way.
What's our minimum due, 185, 187?
So, that's my only,
185.
and I don't wanna look at it as just, cause you gotta pay people, you gotta
Our
pay,
minimum is actually $85.
Really accurate.
Our minimum
You bring
speed
it
is
top
$185.
A month, you still have your salaries coming in.
The max is,
gas, salary,
$375.
insurance, and
Or $545
Gas and-
for drugs.
mileage, and all the things that car
Yes.
costs to keep it on the road.
I just can't imagine that card, someone buying a card for 5,000. Maybe it looks for 10, but I can't imagine putting 5, but that's just me. I wouldn't pay 5.
I also,
that's 18,000. That's 2 tickets per officer per day.
it's not.
What I did was just, and don't quote me on this, your minimum ticket is 85. Your larger ticket is,
$525.
how much?
$525.
Okay, I just, off the top of my head, I punched in 150. 4 tickets per day times 30, that's $18,000 in 1 month.
Okay. How many tickets has Mark written in the last 13 weeks?
What I'm saying is he's fixing to graduate.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but we have
I totally get where you're coming from.
a void to make up. We're in a hole. If you fix this, you're in a bigger hole. I'm looking at this as if it were my hole. It's not something, I wouldn't turn around in 2 months and be looking at buying a new car. This is a car, this would be a car that we'd be using for a while.
So what I did here, 50,000, that's letting that be 39. Say, minus the 16, that would be 23,000, right?
No, this isn't minus, this is included in the 50,000, so it's just 50,000 minus 16.
We'll fix it now and deal with it for another
50 minus 16,
while then we'll go down the path of finding it.
so 34,000.
Because this is
We're gonna
revenue.
wanna find that.
Okay.
Revenue.
Right, okay. Yeah.
The other option is that the code just has one column car.
Should be 34,000 for payroll and bills.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I mean, like I said, if we're gonna fix this one, we just have to be prepared to have this be our car, these two cars be our cars for a while. And just because we fix this one today doesn't mean that it's,
No, that's what I'm.
Something else.
Well,
gonna go wrong.
and me too.
and I understand you can buy another car in the same, you
Yeah.
can be in the same boat with a
Right.
new car, I get that, but
Right,
these have a history.
because I was really upset when it went from 2017 to this.
And what if it goes up again after we?
I know, I mean, it's a, I don't know, I've lost sleep over it. I have, I don't, because I understand both of y'all's viewpoint, I totally
That's
get
the
it.
other thing is, why is this one less than what it was? Why is this estimate to fix these cars less than the original estimate we got to fix the cars?
Let me look, see, and I don't have,
Cause it was $5,000 just to get into them.
no, $167 per car to have diagnostic.
Not from the other company, whoever we got the quotes from before, the first time.
Yeah, it's saying, I can't,
No, not this company, the original place you took them to the first time.
oh, Todd's?
Yes.
They're smaller companies.
No, what are you asking me?
I didn't ask you anything.
What?
I
You're
said,
asking-
it worries me that it was just $5,000 when Todd's was just was gonna break into the car. It was $5,000.
Oh, yeah, well, I can explain that,
So it concerns me this is gonna go up again, is what I was saying.
I really don't want to be to tell you what I was gonna tell you about Todd.
So, but,
There was a lady that took one there and, told her the same thing, $5,000 for rebuilt engine, $10,000 for a new one. Went to Dodge House, she walked out $984.
so.
So, y'all figure that one out.
Yeah, so if we approve to repair the car, what if it is different than what? What if it's 2,000 more, once they get in?
They don't get
How,
it.
how are we gonna handle that? At
Uh,
what point are we gonna be like,
we'll cut it off.
this will be the last, we're
I mean,
gonna
at that point,
do something different?
I wouldn't be on board with that. You can call a special meeting for that, I won't come.
What about cutting it off? I mean,
I'm just saying, how far are we going to go, is what I'm.
I was like, if it gets more expensive than this, I don't know.
my personal opinion, this is it,
I wouldn't fix it,
done.
cause you're,
Once he gets in to repairing it, well, you know,
Yeah.
how,
Well,
I'll have to fix
According,
this
he
now.
told me according to the diagnostic and everything, this right here will fix it.
He's pretty sure.
Well, he said he is almost 100% sure.
so,
Because it's just like the fire trucks, just for example, I deal with a lot of that with Rodney and Anthony, and I'm just like y'all on board with this, you know, if this is my personal car, I don't wanna spend that kind of money. We're fixing to get rid of our ladder truck because it's ended up being a money pit. We bought it worth the money, but we've got so many issues with it now that, you know, we gotta draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying where are we willing to go or draw the line?
You know, my personal opinion, I can't speak for y'all, I'm done with this. I mean, this is gonna fix it or,
Alright, I make a motion to accept this bid to get this car fixed.
what else?
I make the motion to, accept this bid to get the car fixed.
I say that.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And that, quote is $5,373.50, and, that is car number 3, VIN number 6872 for the repairs at, Calidity Dodge in Chickasha. Girls, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do.
It's not your fault.
Uh,
It's the decision.
Item number 4, I make the motion we adjourn at 4:22 PM from the town meeting of, May 1st, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.